your questions. And so now we don't do a lot of this on overtime. I wanted to give some to you, but you got to come with questions. And
Well,
Brian has some other things about if you behave and a bunch of other
yeah,
stuff.
we'll see. She wants to give a whole bunch away.
No,
I
not
don't-
a
I don't
bunch.
think he deserves a
No.
thing.
What?
But Dave.
Charles. Maybe.
Yes, Charles. Just say anything funny, Charles.
And you get one?
But Dave, this is the first day Dave saw the mug. Give us the Dave Safransky review, and Dave doesn't like anything. Go ahead, Dave.
This is the kind of mug that your family will most likely fight over.
Yeah.
They'll be saying things like, "Hey, where's the white mug? Who took it? Where is it? Is it in the dishwasher? How come you always leave it out after you drink coffee?" Because we all like to use it. So really, you should be aiming for more than one of these, because you're going to need more than one of these, most likely.
And you're very high maintenance. So for you to say that a mug is high quality, it's a big deal.
I'm high maintenance.
Isn't he? I mean, he's over here taking showers in the airport.
That's a little bougie, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. When you've been on a plane all night and you can go take a shower in the airport.
We don't get to do that.
No, you don't, because you're
Regulars. We're regular people.
I asked him to donate some miles to the poor, and he wouldn't. So
just fly Spirit. You'll be happy.
I
Set your
can't bring
expectations
anything with
low
me.
and meet them.
I can't wear clothes or look at anyone. They charge you for that.
If you look out the window, it's 50 cents.
Did you just look at me? Sorry, sir.
All right. So I want to
paying for
get.
that.
So are we going to announce a limit, or what do you want to do?
Well, no, we can't give away that. Just give a couple.
That's what I'm saying.
But how are we going to give these away? In fact, why don't you decide how we're going to give away one of these mugs? Huh?
Somebody was actually on hold for 26 minutes, Beverly.
Well, yeah, there's a long wait. It's not my fault.
Okay, so we'll
A lot
get
of people
we'll
want a
get to
mug.
her. I was on hold. She says, my question is this. My husband and I have had home offices that rarely did the majority of our work in them. However, a year ago that changes and we went to 100% working from home. I know there are tax benefits for this. Is there anything we should do or anything specific to know as we prepare for our taxes? I do have to go on a conference call, so I will listen to overtime later.
Oh yeah, that's great. Well, if you don't, her lack of dedication to stay on, a little questionable.
Yeah. I mean, you should have said, I got to wait on hold for 26 minutes.
Yes. And hear your voices. And boy, they're just like a symphony playing over and over again.
Just being in line was a
You
blessing
guys,
to
she
me.
has a meeting.
It's like Mozart came back from the dead and wrote something. So spectacular. It's our voices. It's just our voices, by the way.
Yeah, sweet symphony. That's what our wives say all the time. Dave, keep talking.
Keep talking.
It's like the sound of a symphony in my ears.
So your house, the way the calculation works is you deduct, you take the square footage of your offices, and as a percentage, you can deduct that from your house payment. Okay, so if it's
Charles, look at Charles.
15% of your space in your house and you're doing 100% of work there, 15% of your mortgage payment is going to be a deductible business expense. Now, you do have to itemize to get that. So if you don't itemize, it's not going to be a benefit to you, but this might push you into itemization depending on how big your house is and how expensive it is, how much space you're using. So it's definitely worth going through the process to see if you can use the deduction. But if you don't itemize, you're not going to be able to use that. So, you get $12,400 as your kind of your personal exemption now. So a married couple gets, how much is that? 12,400 times 2, Brian?
We get a lot of money. I don't know. I don't pay attention. Sarah does all that.
And in the new stimulus bill, you're going to get like $7 million for your kids.
So you think I'm crazy having 5 kids? Wrong. I'm cashing in.
No, it's good that you guys have big families. I like
In
that.
the last few months, that's for sure.
Maybe it'll make even more too, because really, I think by the time the Democrats get done with the tax plan, you will get $7 million.
Okay.
Right, I'll take that.
Okay.
So can you put limitations on what I'm saying?
I think we'll decide. Should we? I don't know. What are you going to do with Beverly? She keeps trying. She wants to be Oprah. And you get a mug, and you get a mug, and you
I
get a
am
mug, and you
basically
get a mug.
Oprah. That's right.
And we are fiscally conservative people who we can't give away all the mugs right now.
So
I
we
would give one to Beverly just
Okay.
because she waited on hold. for so
So message us your address, Beverly, and we will reluctantly give you a mug.
So are we done
Even
giving
though
away?
you were ungrateful that you got to wait on hold.
Are we done giving away, or how many more are we going to give away? Dave,
I
you
don't
did-
know.
Let's see the tenor of the question.
I want to give away
Doesn't
at
have to be
least
just for
one
questions.
on YouTube. If you ask a question on YouTube, I mean, like, goodness, YouTube. All right, so...
It doesn't have to be for questions either. Like,
Oh, it doesn't have to be. Okay, so
like
if you...
Charles is really funny. I feel like giving him one just because he made me laugh the other day when he told me if I touched Jannelle's hair, he said, we, the entire black community, are going to come and get you.
That's true.
Really?
He
The
did.
entire black community.
He made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, he did. He said that. They got my back.
Shouldn't he get a mug for that?
Is that
You
your
should-
real hair?
I get asked that question a lot. Wow. Ryan!
I knew it was. I knew it was. I'm just kidding.
That's okay. It
You know,
doesn't
those are
matter.
real edges because nobody would pay to put
I
that.
do have, but I put my edger on today.
You did?
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah,
But
he
we talked
makes
about that
fun.
last week.
Look what he did.
Oh,
Look
right,
what he
right,
did
right, right.
yesterday. No, not yesterday. He did this. Look, I didn't take care of my edges, so he took
Are
it.
you going to show them what I did?
Yeah, I will. Charles, look. So I was having a hard day. I didn't take care of my edges that day. And so Brian, as a great working partner, took a picture, circled my edges.
But I only sent it to her. I didn't publish this.
So when you say that, like, we should be like, good job. Oh my goodness.
So, how long?
They
how
were
long
crazy
does it take
edges.
you to do your edges?
Oh, and the edges is easy because I just put cream. Now to do my hair, it's another story.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
You can hardly see how crazy they were. They were like out here. It was like just bumping into things.
So Charles, we want to give you one. So let's go to his question. If I have a home business and I ship commerce all over, do I pay city, state, and federal taxes, or do I pay the taxes to the state I ship to?
If you, I believe the way the law works right now is that if you have a physical location in the state that you're shipping to, you have to pay tax there. What?
Look what he said.
He said, how can I get that mug? The one I have has my complexion, not Dave's.
You got a mug.
The last one was black.
You knew it. Yeah, I did.
Wow, Charles. All right,
You're
go
getting
ahead.
a mug anyway for that.
Yeah,
comment.
you're
You
awesome.
can't look
Charles.
directly at the Dave mug though. It's so white. It's like ow.
Gotta put sunscreen on that one.
Yeah.
Especially if you're white.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah. I'm done. I'm done.
If you have a physical location in the state that you're shipping to, you have to pay state income tax there. Well, actually, the recipient of whatever your shipping does generally pay the tax. So this is a question too that I would sit down with an accountant on, a CPA, and just they can help you do collect the taxes. And if you use something like QuickBooks,
Yeah.
QuickBooks will also help you collect
Oh, that's good.
different state income taxes
Yeah, he said.
or
You
sales taxes.
can talk about her edges. You just can't touch them. That's what Charles said. You can take a
Do you
picture.
think he says it just like that?
Yeah, no, he does.
Wow.
He could,
How do you know he's not like you can talk about them, but you?
he
just
could
can't
be
touch them."
this true.
You don't know.
Um,
Just because he's from Compton doesn't mean
He's from Compton?
he is
he is.
actually,
That's why you got to watch your back. He's on my team. What you gonna do?
and he has said
We got
like,
something for Charles.
he'll take it outside.
Sarah said to me yesterday, Charles, you'll love this. Sarah said to me yesterday, she's like, "Wow, you said he's from Compton, Brian? That's not fun." I go, "No, he's from Compton." Like I was not making
No,
some
yeah,
awkward
He's
joke.
probably from the nice part of Compton.
Or he's probably from the bad side and is nice. He could be.
Then-
No.
I don't know.
Have you ever been to Compton?
I
I've never
don't
been.
know if I have
Yeah.
been or not. I've been all over California. Where is
I'm
it?
not sure if I've been to Compton. I don't know.
Can you take a shower there in the airport?
Okay.
Then yes.
Marlene says we're retired in our 70s and 80s. Oh, Marlene. And we haven't seen her name in, I don't remember her name. She says, and we have money to invest, most in CDs, getting 0.5%. Should we put some of it in conservative mutual funds or annuities, or just hold on to the CDs for now?
Ixnay on the annuities.
My grandpa used to always talk in Pig Latin.
Yeah.
So weird.
No, I don't know that I would do an annuity. They're expensive. They
Scroll
have
down, Jannelle.
surrender charges. I would probably look at some. You know what I like to do, especially for
More
people
like
who
Brian.
don't know what to do, is some index investing. You could go to Vanguard, and you could buy their total stock market fund. There's a lot of index investing that you can do. Very inexpensive, very diversified, not aggressive or anything like that. A little bit of growth there. But what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to take your milk money and do it. I want you to take money
You
that
did it again. It's milk money.
you don't
Leave
need.
him alone. He's
Yeah,
like, this mug has his name on
I'm
it.
translating. No one knows what milk is. He's talking about milk.
People in
money.
Cleveland know what milk is.
Thank you. I know what it is.
I know.
Don't listen to him.
So don't
He
take
said
money that
you
you
would
need.
know.
Come on. What did he say?
He said, Dave, you would know if you've been to Compton. I know that's right.
Where is it? What is it by?
California. It's like Southside Chicago, but it's like California style.
Is it by San Francisco?
I have no clue. Isn't it by LA?
All I
Charles,
know is
where is
that,
it by?
there ain't no party like a West Coast party. Because a West Coast party does stuff. Sorry, okay. But by the way, scroll up a little bit. Lori, you know Lori. We know Lori.
Lori says,
Lori's,
Dave,
remember her cute son came by the studio.
oh, yes.
Remember?
It's Ben and Lori from Lakewood. You said it is better to roll. Wait, hold on. So can we give a mug to her or you call it, Marlene?
Wow. You
Yeah.
just want to give everybody
Look, she doesn't come a lot and she's like Viola's age and oh, that's so cool. Thank you for coming. Lori.
Old people don't need your pity? I'm just
He
kidding.
has no
Filter.
Yeah.
No filter.
Oh my
Send
god!
us-
I
Oh my
would never
god!
say anything like that. It's so mean.
I am
Send us-
not. Wow,
Send us a message with your address. We'll send you one.
that's messed up.
I definitely say a lot of mean things about old people.
Yeah, you said that Amish country is catnip for old people
It is.
on the radio. That's what you said. And it was one of the funniest things you've ever said.
And there's a lot of funny things that I've said.
That's
so-
Okay, so Lori says you said that it is better to roll a 401k account into an IRA because you would have more control to grow it in an IRA. However, that would leave us starting from a zero balance with a new employer. If we kept the money in 401k, we would have a larger balance to grow. This would divide the pot into two different accounts. If you could explain how it's still better to roll into an IRA and start over, we'd appreciate it.
Lori.
Yep.
I know Lori.
So she doesn't get a mug, but her
She's-
question is like,
Yes.
no.
She's a very smart person.
Yeah.
She's a very smart person. And I don't want to get her mad because she will punch my face.
She's tough.
Wow.
Punch my
I've met
face.
Lori. She does not mess around.
She's not mess around. The answer to your question is it does not matter to me if you have a zero balance in your 401k because you have a big balance in your IRA. It doesn't matter to me where the balance is. All I want to do is I want to find the lowest cost to manage my money with the most flexibility. That's what matters to me. So keeping it in a 401k in general is not that place. 401ks tend to be expensive. They
Oh
tend to
my
be limited in their
gosh.
investments.
Go ahead, now keep going.
They tend to be limited in their investments. And when you move it to an IRA, you can buy anything you want. You can buy real estate in an IRA now. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but you can do those things. So I like that flexibility. And yes, you're going to start out new in a 401k, but who cares? The money's it's just not in your 401k anymore. It's still growing, probably growing faster. So I like unlocking it from that 401k tax law whenever possible.
I think Theola's mad at me.
Yeah, she said, wow, Brian,
Because you
about
said,
talking about older people.
I was defending the elderly. Let's be honest.
it sounded exactly like that to me.
Right.
Yeah. How can anybody take it any other way?
Hi, Nancy on YouTube. Nancy, what's up? Paul says, David, I feel your pain. My
So you're
wife
just gonna so you can
always
ignore Lori. You want to
complains.
give everybody except Lori a
Does
mug.
Lori get a mug?
Heck yeah.
See that?
So Lori, message us here on Facebook with your address. We'll get one to you. Are we gonna leave any for anyone else?
Good
Or are we gonna give them
morning,
all away today?
Melody. Okay, are we done giving mugs
You
away?
are way too generous.
With other people's money.
Right.
OPM.
Gosh.
OPM. Other
Wow.
people's money.
Okay, so we don't got to give her a mug. Oh, thank you, Beverly. She says she's definitely Team Jannelle. Woohoo!
Wow, she was disparaging senior citizens.
No,
I was defending them.
What? And Vanessa Cordero, buenos dias. She's here. She says, what do you know about the IRS verification code?
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So if the IRS thinks somebody has tried to file a tax return in your name, and you can request that they verify you so that doesn't happen, and they mail it to the wrong place, you cannot get your taxes filed. They will not accept your taxes. And I have a client right now, the IRS mailed it to an old address with this code, and they said, well, if you don't have the code, you're not filing taxes, you're not getting your refund.
Wow.
It's like, but I don't know where you mailed it to. Well, we can't tell you because we don't know if you are who you say you are. And it's this Mobius that's just going around and around and around and around. And he's a football player, and the government owes him 6 figures. He can't get it. I hate the IRS verification code. And the IRS is 5 months behind right now. So getting somebody on the phone is going to be tough. What, did I miss something?
No, Theola thinks we should give everyone over 80 a mug.
Well, Theola would get 3 then
Why?
because of her advanced age.
It's multiple every time you hit 80, he's saying. Yeah.
Wow.
But I didn't say that one. Look, Laura, you message us on Facebook. Just send a Facebook message.
Hi, Tammy.
Do it like this.
Melody,
That's how she
what's up? And Lori, yes, you get a mug. And Charles is
keep
trying to
giving away
explain.
mugs.
He says, y'all don't know none of this.
It's
but
near Long Beach.
Linwood, Long
It's-
Beach, Gardena.
Gardenia.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been there, Charles. I took over a corner one time in Compton and just kind of ran the show for a while.
You're right.
Told people what was up. You know how it works.
Tanks
If
is
he would
here.
have said any of that in Compton, he wouldn't be here today.
And I had a trench coat on like, how do you like your pierogies?
Oh, my
Cheese
goodness.
or potato?
I heard pierogies are a hit in Compton.
They're a hit everywhere.
Tanks is on, and he says he wants a mug.
He doesn't
Well,
get one.
thanks. Why don't you come on the show then?
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Oh. And we do have financial questions coming in.
Aren't we done yet?
Okay, we could.
we
Yes,
done?
actually, we could be done.
I have to work. I'm just kidding.
Is that what you call that?
Bye, guys. Thank you for coming. It was so cool to give the new mug. Teresa says, good morning. I have a quick question.
If only Jannelle could
I have
get
a
a new
silver
mug.
dollar coin from
Come
1884. I was wondering what it might be worth. Thank you. I have one.
At least $1.
Oh, seriously?
but-
Whatever its
probably
face
more.
value is worth.
I would take it to a, what do they call that? A coin guy, numismologist? I don't remember. Somebody who's special. You can look it up on the internet, is what I would do. I would Google it and see what the value is.
We could Bing it like Jannelle. She loves Bing.
Bing?
Bing.
Do they track your movements? You know, you don't pay for Google. Have you ever paid? Have they ever sent you a bill for all your Google searches?
No.
No. If you're not paying for the product, you are the product, right?
He doesn't
Yes.
know that. He doesn't know. Look,
He
he's
doesn't know
confused.
that.
He's like,
Did you just
yeah.
slow down and say that slower?
It's like that kid that didn't do his homework. So,
My wife is teaching, and she says, you can always tell the kids that are online that aren't paying attention because they're just like staring off into the wilderness, and that's the look we just. Levon would be
that's
saying,
what he looked
Brian,
Yes.
Brian.
You missed my joke about Jannelle and her new mug. If only Jannelle could get a new mug. A new mug.
Yeah, we missed that. How could we have missed that, you know?
oh wow, thanks. Can you imagine? Oh my goodness.
Every day. Every day.
Oh, Brian, you're